Hey everybody, Lazy Boy here. Today we will be playing Mega Man X DiVE. You can play this game for free on any iOS or Android device. I wanted to try this game because I'm a pretty big fan of the Mega Man series, so when I saw that there is a game out for mobile, I had to give it a try. Based on my experience, I'd say this game is really not bad. I actually really enjoy the gameplay. Here I have my account, and I'll walk you through what you can do in the game. Basically, what you can do in this game is collect characters, weapons from the Mega Man series, customize them, level them up, and then complete story stages and compete in PvP. So first, what I'm going to show you is my character screen. And here you can see all the different playable characters you can collect and play with. Here I have Black Zero. I recently pulled him from the gacha, and I think that his design is pretty cool. And here I have the starting Mega Man character. As you complete different stages in the game, you can also level him up. So I'm just gonna kind of walk you through what you can do with your character in this game. So in the skill section here, for example, you have his skills Charge Shot and Tracking Missile. You can upgrade his unique skills using farmable materials, basically to make them more powerful. And also you can customize his skills with these cards that become available as you increase the start level of your character. You can pick one skill enhancement to be active at a given time. And at the same time, you can also unlock his passive skills to give him more of a boost. Also, you can rank up your character by pulling on his memory shards. Most of these usually come from the gacha, but I think for this character, you might also be able to obtain them from the store and from the research facility. Here you have his applicable skins, which I think is pretty cool. There's quite a variety of different appearances you can assign to him, and I think it's a nice feature of the game. Also, another interesting feature is that you can collect minion cards, which are these little stat boosts, which you can also level up over time and assign them to your character to basically just give him additional stats. Also, you have the different equipment. You can customize your character with gear. Weapons are generally available through the gacha and by completing story and missions. Here you can see the preview of all the different weapons that are available for you to collect. There's actually quite a few of them, and I think it's one of the cooler parts of the game to be able to collect all these different weapons and use them with your character. I already collected 2 S-rank weapons, Scarlet Tyrant and Extraordinary Mortar. And you can essentially you can equip 2 weapons at a time, one to be your main and one to be your sub-weapon. And all of the weapons in your arsenal can be leveled up, upgraded, ranked up, and chipped. So here you can level it up with farming materials, you can upgrade it, rank it up, and you can unlock the different unique skills for the weapon to also further increase their firepower. I think the chip feature is actually quite interesting. It's pretty fun. Basically, what you can do is once you start defeating bosses in the game, they will drop their chips, so to speak. And you can slot these chips into weapons to get stat boosts and unique skills. So for example, this Mao the Giant is a boss that I defeated and I got his chip. And what this chip can do is increase your reload speed, range, a little bit of attack, HP, and defense. And you can actually also level up and rank up his chip. So I can equip him to the weapon, any weapon I desire, and it will provide a stat boost. Also, what's interesting is every chip seems to enable your weapon for a unique skill. So for example, this Iron Ball Impact will become usable in the game once you equip it to your weapon. And from what I've seen, you can assign a single chip to as many different weapons as you like. So it's a really interesting way to customize the weapons you have. So here. And so let's now, I'm going to give you show you a little bit of the gameplay. So let's do a story mission. I've completed a few so far, but let's do this one here. So I'm going to take my Black Zero, and I'm going to equip 2 weapons to him. This main and this sub-weapon. So let's try it. So as you can see, the gameplay is actually pretty smooth. Here I have his main weapon, which can fire. That's the Scarlet Tyrant. And I can switch to his sub-weapon at any point in time and use it whenever the situation is appropriate. And as you can see, I can also enable or disable the chip that I assign to the weapon. So here I have the boss chip that this current weapon has. So when I fire it, it will use its skill. Also, my Black Zero has some unique skills of his own, which I can then level up and then use whenever I feel like. But I gotta say, the gameplay actually really reminds me of the Mega Man franchise. It has all the things you would expect to see. So you can toggle back and forth between your main weapon and sub-weapon pretty much anytime you like. As you can see also, when I fire the weapon, the ammo that you see on the bottom right goes down and it recharges over time. So it takes time for the ammo to come back. If you want to use something or fire something else after you run out of ammo, you need to switch to your other weapon. And I completed the stage. So if you are familiar with the Mega Man franchise, you will find this very familiar. Maybe even a little nostalgic. I, for one, think it's really cool. Okay, and then also you can take your character into the arena. So let's try to do a practice match. So once again, I'll take my Black Zero into the arena. So as you can see, you get placed into this rather large area in which you can move around. So right now I'm just in practice mode, and so this is I can use all my skills, but this is not exactly what the real competitive experience would be like. because of course the other player would fight back. Now you get 3 lives. It's basically the first person to knock the other person out 3 times wins the match. But as you can see, you retain all your mobility, you can move around, you can pick up these buffs. And it's actually a really cool experience. You don't see like something like this in many gacha games. Like I don't really see PvP of this quality in other games as much. And I think it stays pretty true to the expected kind of traditional Mega Man experience. And there you go. So I knocked out the practice dummy out 3 times, and so I won the match. So overall, I actually rather enjoy how much you can do in this game to customize your character with different builds. I think that the overall gameplay is also very smooth and strikes a pretty good balance between complexity and action. And I think if you're a fan of the Mega Man series, this game is just an absolute must-try. You should try this game. But if you're not familiar with it, it's still a fun game on its own right. You can just check it out and see if you like it. And that's it for today. Peace.